Okay. So I'm going to try to do a trial. So if this is, I don't know if the sound is working, but as you can see in the upper right corner, it says gather plant fibers, craft bedroll, place bedroll. That's the first things it wants me to do. I like to start off with, wow, I haven't hit light yet. First of all, X really quickly will bring up a menu. R1 scrolls across, that's my character. It has food, water, shows the wellness, shows how much clothes I have, which is technically nothing, but this character's a add-on. This is your crafting menu. It's elaborate. We'll go into it in a second. Players will show other people. I'm just using R1 and L1 to get across these. So there's a ton of different menus here. These quests, I don't do much. I mostly mess with skills, which after you get some points, you get those for doing those, like those gathering plant fibers, or when you level up. Just chopping wood can level you up. Making things can level you up. And then you can assign those points to here. If you want to select something on a menu, you go to it, you highlight it with your left D-pad, or not D-pad, your left controller analog, and then you push X to select it. And then as you can see right there, it says buy. That's the little D-pad right there, and you'll push up or down. It shows that little picture. You can see it right there. To the right of this little cursor. That's the picture that's actually on your little pad on your PlayStation controller. So that's how you buy stuff or select things. Clothing, it's going to want me to make clothing, but basically your very beginning, that's your map. Okay, so across the top, that's your map. R1 and L1 gets you across. Skills, don't care about quests, don't care about journal. Players, there's nobody else playing. Crafting, okay, so the crafting menu you use the heck out of. Your basics is what you're going to need to start with. This one's a favorite, which I just discovered. So say I click on, so I highlighted down with my left controller, and then right there it says craft. I don't have any plant fibers. This is how much I need, 20. I don't have any, so I can't craft this yet. But if I do want to plan on making a bunch of these, let's say campfire, I was going to make a bunch of campfires. There's this little favorite button that's on the D-pad as well. So if I click over on that, it just favorited it. So see a little teeny star by it. So I could also favor, say, I'm not going to use most of that. Say arrows. I want it, so I click on the arrow, and then see the little favorite right here. So I can click on that, and it put a little star by it over here. Now, what I can do to toggle back and forth is just push this or push it again. If I push it, that's all my favorite things. If I push it again, that's everything you can make. There's several pages. At first you can't make most of this. Stone axe is something you're going to be making a lot of, so I'm going to favor that right now. Stone shovel, probably make some of those. Wood frame, I make a lot of that. So these are all a wood bow, I'm going to make that. So I'm favoriting them right now because it's going to make it a lot easier. Wood club, that's how you clobber zombies. All these things, as you see, need supplies. So I need wood, I need a bow, so I'll need plant fibers and wood. Lots of wood, that's going to be your biggie thing. Later I can show you how you plant trees and stuff, but you have to have a base. Right now where I'm at, there shouldn't be any zombies that will spawn. I am clearly in the high forest biome, so I would want to head south ASAP, but there won't be any zombies tonight. So if I was going to do that, what I would want to do is craft the stuff I need, which is going to be hard because you can't find, well, you can see rocks. The snow's not real heavy. Once it snows heavy, finding these rocks is damn near impossible. You played this some on yours, so I'm just picking up the rocks. You've played that before. I don't want to move too far because zombies won't spawn here right off the bat. This is going to have eggs and, okay, just feathers. Sometimes eggs. You can't eat those eggs raw. You can if you have antibiotics, but... So the first thing I'm doing right now, I'm going to have to literally like punch on a log or punch on a tree to get the wood I need. Okay, that gave me probably some. I think you've made this before. Okay, so let me do that real quick. So square will bring up your menu. But the other way you can do is if you hold square down, you've got your crafting. It's a quick menu. Your character, those are really important, and your map. Those are the ones I use primarily. Right now, let's say if I want to go to crafting. So what I'm doing is I'm holding down X, and then I'm just pushing up with my left little, what do you call that? I forget what they're called. The little round one that moves your character around. Anyway, so like crafting, let's see if I have enough to make the axe. You can always just push craft. It says at the bottom you don't have enough resources. So then I can look up here. I need 5 small stones. I have 4. I need 2 plant fibers. I have 16. So I got enough plant fiber. Wood. I need 2. I have 1. So I need small stones and I need wood. So I can try to punch this tree. This is definitely not what you want to do after you get your axe, but let's see if I can get enough to get. Did that give me any? Wood. I have 3 and I need 2. So now I just need to do is find some stones. We can't actually see them right now, which is good. When you start off the game, I'm not sure if I should stop and do another video, like a 2, because I'm not sure how long this will let me record. When you start off the game at the bottom, by R1, I can go through, I have 1 thing of water, 1 can of food, 1 bandage, 1 torch, and then this one is to claim a spot of land as your home. When you put a bedroll down, it also does the same kind of thing. And then I want to, if I can make my axe yet, let's go back up to my favorites. Okay, there's my axe. To craft it, it's that D-pad. So I'm going to push up, and that's making one down here. When it's finished making it, there it is in my thing. If I hold down, if I use the R3 pad and I just push straight down, it automatically puts it in here. Now I have an axe, so I can actually chop wood. See? This axe will break, though, pretty quickly. So I want to get more rock ASAP. So actually, before even chopping that, I would want to either pick up more rocks, because if I break it while I'm chopping it, that means I got to hunt around. Now, over here, nope, doesn't. Sometimes there's piles of rock. There's one down there. Okay, this is definitely a quicker way to get rock, is to come over to one of these. This is a terrible biome. I'm going to need rock to make a fireplace, and I'm obviously going to need a fireplace because this is a terrible biome. If I start us a new game, I'll start us in a biome that's... I'll just keep making new ones until I get us a biome that's forest, that's lower forest, because we don't want this one. This house, though, I'm not leaving because there's no zombies by it right now, so that's definitely a good one. Because if you look up here, let's see, I can't. All right, at the top of my screen, you can see the compass. Northeast, north, east, east-west. Underneath that is the time. It says 11:48. That's day 1. That time's going to go really fast. You wouldn't think it does, but yeah, it does. Interesting. I wonder if there's something under there. You can search trash, they say, to do that. That had a piece of cloth fiber and basically some brass that you don't need until way later in the game when you have a forge, but whatever, you will eventually. These are invaluable for finding goodies, sometimes clothing. You won't get those in the lower forest, but see, there's food. So now I have 2 cans of food.